morning, fellow mariners. It is June. Nope, I'm sorry. The month has changed. It is July 5th. Spent yesterday in Bayfield provisioning. Unfortunately, no laundry facilities. I could really use to do a load of laundry, but I don't see that happening anytime soon. It is 5:05:25. I departed about 10 minutes ago. As you can see, foggy. When I left, I could see Stockton Island, I believe that is. And you can see on shore it's pretty thick over there. Right now visibility is good, but I have a feeling I might get into some thickness. Of course, I have my running lights on, and I got my high-powered whistle out in case I need to start signaling. And it looks like I am going to have to start signaling here. So I'm also very diligent about looking out for fishing nets right now. That's kind of unnerving. This is, of course, going to burn off, but it's going to take a few hours. So once I get past the islands, be able to relax on the open waters. I didn't see a soul coming here. I doubt I'll see a soul going back. So, okay, I'm standing by the Apostle Islands. Yeah, I can still see one out that way. The fog is cleared, and a weird thing has happened. Look at this. Notice no droning of the engine? Yes, I'm under sail. Poorly, but I'm under sail. Might be short-lived, but damn it, I was going to sail for a little bit. Hopefully there's more of this to come. So, exactly what I was afraid of. All that work to get that mainsail up. And I am now falling below below 4.
Childhood in the 1930s was tough,
and gradually decreasing. So it is time to motor sail. All right, it is now 1100 hours. I've lost an hour. So back in Bayfield, it's 10. The fog continues, very light winds. They've been shifting all over the place. I was on a port tack, then a starboard tack. Now I'm back on a port tack as I motor sail. It's cold. I thought this fog would have been gone by now, because otherwise it was supposed to be sunny. I have 33 nautical miles to go. Due to arrive at 17:26. And I'm cold. I'm actually standing in the cockpit just to get a little warmth. Come on, fog, go away. I've been signaling for an hour and a half. Been in the fog the whole day, but there was a time where I had enough visibility I wasn't signaling. Of course, I don't know if that's necessary. Nobody else is out here. No one's going to sneak up on me. I may take a break for a while. Fog has lifted enough that I'm really not signaling. Visibility's got to be a half to a nautical mile. It is cold. Staying down below, but good news, I'm actually sailing, doing 5.6 in about 8 to 10. And this is nice, except for the cold. I don't like this lake. Have you noticed I've been mentioning cold a lot? And it's lonely out here. But sailing is wonderful. This is, please, last for a while. I would not mind getting to port under sail, particularly in these really pleasant conditions, except for the cold. It's nice sailing. So Neptune hates me. I got about a half hour of sailing in there, and the winds have lessened. And I'm now dropping below 3.5 knots, getting me in very late. So gonna pull in the Genoa and start motor sailing again. So frustrating. I would just love to have one great day of sailing on this lake. Once I got near shore, it warmed up a little bit. I was able to take some layers off. Got a rare weather report on my phone, and it said that there was light rain in I almost had it. Ontonagon. So I put the mainsail away, and as I was doing that, suddenly there was like a mini cold front, let's call it, just came through. Of course, there's wind now. I could be sailing. I don't know, man. So far, the sights have been spectacular, but sailing Lake Superior has not been very much fun. Once again, I'm cold. I'm gonna get tired. I'm tired of saying that. Okay, from here on out until I get off, I'm cold, all right? So I thought I was done filming for the day, but I am 1.22 nautical miles out of Ontonagon. And look at the color of this water. That is all coming from that river. So it must be flowing out and heading down this way. I noticed that when I got there the first time, but it was just mild, kind of like the Cuyahoga. But this is a lot. Jeez. In case you're wondering, it's still cold. Alrighty, it's 0650. Here I am back in Ontonagon. Boy, was there a lot of debris when I was coming in yesterday, and more current than when I came in too. So must have had a big storm or something. Place is supposed to open at 7. I need gas. I'm at just above a half a tank, and I made it about, we're gonna say 65 miles yesterday. In theory, I should be able to make 45 today on the second half of the tank. But I was at a good cruising speed. I was motor sailing and so forth. So the winds are predicted from the northeast, exactly the direction I'm going, at 5 to 10. And if it stays at that thing, I could probably make it. But if it picks up to 10 to 15 and I got to fight through some waves, I probably won't make it on half a tank of gas. Thus, I decided to wait till they open to gas up. Hello, fellow mariners. It's 0745. I'm departing for Hancock-Houghton area. Again, as you can see, more fog. Running lights are on. Visibility's okay. I don't think I'm going to start signaling. Right now I'm looking out for logs. They told me on the 3rd they got about 3 inches of rain. Thus, that is why we are looking at a sea of red. And there's a nice one there. When I came in yesterday, I saw something so big, from far away, I thought they were kayakers. I'm gonna have to remember to send a thank you card to Greg. He was just the nicest guy that could be. First of all, I appreciated that he got to work at 7 o'clock. I didn't think he would, because there's not a lot going on at that marina. But he made me coffee. When he informed me that the gas pump wasn't working, he found a solution. Happened to be a 6-gallon can filled up in the shed. We used that, we got filled up. But he also agreed to mail my postcards for me and wouldn't take any money for it. So that's awful freaking nice. Alrighty, some good news. Let's check my thermostat here. Yay, it's up to 64 in the cabin. As I've approached the cut and near the shore, well, the winds died to begin with. But as I get near shore, so have the waves. They're now 1 feet or less. Not only have I taken off my top portion of my foul weather gear. I've also taken off my hoodie for the first time in a while. Well, I mean at night when I had the heater on. I'd say the winds are about 10 right now. Not exactly on the nose, but I would be sailing away from the mark if I were under sail. And I have a little over 3 weeks to get back. It took me 3 weeks to get there. I want to leave myself a lot of weather windows because the weather has been so unsettled on the Great Lakes this year. I believe I see another vessel out there. Oh my God, other people. What do I do? But yeah, it's turned out to be quite a pleasant day. I don't think that's going to change at all. Okay, it's now 12:25. How quickly things have changed. Wind's now blowing 15 to 20 on the nose. There's a fog bank ahead. Looks like some kind of front coming in. I don't know. It's not on the radar. Okay, I've got full foul weather gear on. Some kind of front's moving through. Fog. Hopefully it's short-lived because I still got 11 nautical miles to go. Getting sprayed all over the place even though I'm fairly close to shore. Wind has shifted to the northeast, even more direct than the east. If this is not quick, it's going to be a ride to get there. Slow down to 4.75. I'm throttled to 5.5 or 6. What a bunch of crap. So I don't know what just happened. Very weird. That fog bank came through. Winds picked up to 25. Waves 1 to 2 feet. Fog bank got by quickly. The wind and waves have not. The winds have subsided to 15. Waves are calming a little bit. This lake is weird. I still got 8.02 nautical miles to go to the cut, and that'll be nice because a very pleasant day has turned not unpleasant, just not as fun as it was. It was so nice sitting out in the cockpit, relaxing, listening to music. Okay, it's 13:42. Unfortunately, my course line takes me right over land, which I suspected it would. I have 5.98 nautical miles to go, and since I had to point away from shore, I am now going directly into the waves, and sometimes it's not getting me back to 3.5, slowing my progress. I just took a look outside and saw a very welcoming sight. I can see the lighthouses through the cuts. It would be tempting to make a turn right now to head for it. But my experience has been that I would very much like to get that on at least a 45-degree angle, because it'll make getting there much more comfortable than heading right for it right now. I'm glad I was prudent this morning and waited to gas up, because I don't think I would have had enough gas to be plowing through this at the RPM setting that I currently am. Okay, it's 14:42. I am 1.71 nautical miles away from the entrance to the cuts. Winds have died to about 10 to 12. Waves have died to less than 1 foot. But directly ahead of me, I see another damn fog bank, which I don't want to go through that again. I mean, it wasn't the worst thing I've ever been through, but it also wasn't fun. So, hoping to make this cut before that arrives. Or perhaps it's stationary. Now with these winds, it's coming right at me. Alrighty, it's 15:02. Half mile, quarter mile away from the cut. Whatever was coming my way broke up, so that's good. So I'm in, and I'm expected to be warming up. This would be nice. Okay, the last time I'll be on the Kiniwa Canal, and this is much more pleasant than being out there. No more long johns on. Just long pants and a long sleeve shirt, and I'm comfortable. Beautiful. Just on the way up, likewise. Very bucolic. Gorgeous scenery. It is 16:35. I'm approaching Houghton and Hancock. And according to what Bridgemaster told me, they'll do it on the every half hour. So I've slowed down to about 3.5 knots because I have 25 minutes to kill rather than circle. Just slow down, conserve some fuel. So longer day than I expected, but then again, who saw a fog bank coming to slow me up? So here I am in Houghton, or Houghton, I don't know how to pronounce it. Got here much later than anticipated, about 17:30. It's 18:30 now. I did decide to stay here because I desperately needed to do laundry. The high docks aren't as bad as I anticipated. No regrets in staying on the other side last time. Now I get to explore this side. But that's what Houghton looks like, because even though I'm at their marina, I'm in Hancock. Waiting for the first load to get done, put them in the dryer. I'm going to take a little walk into town. I don't have much time to do anything tonight. I have a very long day ahead of me tomorrow. So I want to get to bed early, rise up early, and get out of here at the crack of stupid, i.e. sunlight. Interesting little facilities. There's not much here. This is apparently the hangout room. Laundry room. And restrooms are on the side. I have been in them. Not much to speak of, but not bad either. It's not a bad little place. You don't have a lot of options when you're on a river. They're certainly not full by any means, but there's some nice vessels here. And down over there is the main office where you fuel up and whatnot. All right, this is the little town of Hancock. Nice little bird's eye view of Hancock right there. Look at that. How convenient. I wish I had time to hang out, grab a brew somewhere, but I really don't tonight. Just wanted to see the place.